First story, an hour delay, a life restored, sometimes Allah delays you. Not to harm you, but to write a miracle through your hands. One Yemeni man discovered this truth the moment he lifted a wallet from under a stranger's car seat. Mohammed, a Yemeni man living in Al-Kharj, traveled to Riyadh. Upon returning, he needed a ride but couldn't find a taxi for an entire hour. Finally, a pickup truck driver offered him a ride. While sitting, he felt something under the seat, a wallet full of money, around 5,000 Riyals. The driver claimed it was his, but Mohammed knew he was lying. After arriving, Mohammed checked the wallet and found the ID of another Yemeni man, someone he recognized from a photo because he was related to Mohammed's brother-in-law. He contacted his brother-in-law, who confirmed the owner had lost the wallet and was crying from distress because he needed the money to renew his residency permit. Mohammed realized Allah delayed him for 1 hour. Allah delayed the driver from finding customers, only so that Mohammed would be the one to return the wallet to its rightful owner. What a beautiful reminder that Allah is the best planner. 3 advantages gained. 1. Strengthened trust in Allah's divine planning. The events showed that delays, difficulties, and coincidences can all be part of Allah's perfect plan, teaching believers to trust His wisdom. 2. Reward for honesty and integrity. Mohammed's decision to verify the owner and return the money truthfully earned him spiritual reward and strengthened community trust. 3. A real life example of compassion between strangers. The rightful owner regained his essential money just in time, relieving him from distress and proving the power of kindness and responsibility. Comment below what you would do if you found a lost wallet. Let's see the second one. The second story. Doctor sees a prayer miracle. The doctor was terrified when he saw the child, until the mother revealed the heartbreaking supplication dua that brought her son into this world. 12 years without children. Endless treatments. And then one sentence in supplication created a miracle unlike any other. Listen to the mother's astonishing confession. A well-known Saudi ophthalmologist tells the story. One day in my private clinic, a woman walked in with her child. The moment I saw the child, fear struck me. His skin looked like cracked desert ground after rain split, harsh, frightening. I examined his eyes and found them perfectly healthy. I told the mother, thank God, his vision is fine. She said, Doctor, it seems your face changed when you saw him. I replied, to be honest, I've never seen anything like this in my life. His appearance scared me. She said, Doctor, let me tell you the truth. This is all because of my tongue. Then she said, I was married for 12 years with no children. I have tried every treatment, both inside and outside the country. Nothing worked. I prayed constantly my 5 prayers, the duha prayer, the night prayer, and all the voluntary prayers. One day, while praying duha, I felt an intense desire to ask Allah for a child. When I raised my hands to make supplication, I saw a rock in front of me. I said, O Lord, bless me with a child even if he looks like this rock. The moment I finished the supplication, I felt as if my supplication dua had been accepted. A certainty filled my heart, and indeed I became pregnant. And Allah gave me this boy, the one you see. Then she stated the message of the Prophet Muhammad, who said, O people, when you ask Allah, ask with full hope. Supplication has 3 outcomes. 1. Allah grants what you ask for. 2. He removes a calamity you never knew about. Or 3. He saves your supplication. Mountains of good deeds on the day of judgment. 3 advantages gained. 1. A reminder of the power of sincere supplication. The mother's heartfelt prayer made with full hope was answered, demonstrating how sincere supplication can bring miraculous outcomes. 2. A life lesson on the wisdom behind Allah's responses. The story teaches that prayer always brings benefit, either what we ask for, protection from unseen harm, or a reward saved for the hereafter. 3. Humility and compassion for others. The doctor learned not to judge by appearances, and the mother learned to be mindful of what she asks for, because words can shape destiny. If this story inspired you, hit like and share it with someone who needs a reminder of Allah's plan. Third story. 1 pot, millions in charity. How did a dusty pot from 60 years ago turn into 1,000,000 Riyals? Then in 2 buildings, wells, current projects, and endless charity. The journey is unbelievable. It started with a pot, a simple pot. But what happened after it's old for 100,000 Riyals shocked the entire family and proved that Allah multiplies even the smallest good deed. About 60 years ago, an elderly woman lost her husband and had no children. She owned only one thing, a large cooking pot. People in the old days had few utensils, so neighbors shared what little they had. The woman would loan her pot to everyone for weddings, gatherings, and feasts. When she wrote her will, she said, I have nothing in this world except this pot. I want it to be a charity, an Islamic charitable endowment, so people can continue benefiting from it. It must not be sold. After she died, one of her relatives kept the pot and continued loaning it to people. Years passed, times changed, restaurants appeared, and the pot was no longer needed. The man gathered the family, brought the pot, and asked, what should we do? It's an Islamic charitable endowment. Someone suggested, let us sell it and use the money to put a public water cooler so people can drink, and she will earn rewards from it. They agreed and decided to auction it. The bidding started at 1,000 Riyals, rising until one man attached to the pot for sentimental reasons offered 100,000 Riyals and won. A businessman then said, give me the 100,000 Riyals and let's invest it together. He bought cheap land plots, sold them, reinvested, and eventually the money reached 1 million Riyals. With that, they bought an apartment building whose rent was spent entirely as charity for the woman, building mosques, sponsoring orphans, printing Qurans and books, helping the poor. The Islamic charitable endowment kept expanding. Property after property until it became huge, all from one simple pot and a sincere intention. This real story mirrors the famous example of Ibn. May Allah be pleased with him, whose charity continues to this very day, 1,400 years later. When deeds are for the sake of Allah, He takes care of them. 3 advantages gained. 1. Understanding the lasting power of charity. A single sincere charitable act, donating her pot as a perpetual endowment, grew into a massive ongoing charity benefiting countless people. 2. Inspiration to give even when you have little. The story proves that blessings don't require wealth. Allah multiplies even the simplest contribution when the intention is pure. 3. A living example of how legacies continue after death. Her small pot led to mosques, orphan care, Quran printing, and support for the needy, teaching that good deeds can outlive a person for generations. Subscribe now for more real stories that restore faith in humanity and Allah's perfect timing.